Okay, no, I have it. It's all under control. Hi, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session of Tales of Harbor, an actual play of OVA here on Twitch. I'm Wordsy, and I'm going to be.
The very best. You good? Hello?
Oh, rip in peace, Ash.
He's fine.
He's alive.
Gonna die.
No, I'm going to be your DM for this one. Joining me are my good friends, Public Opinion,
Howdy.
B-Drops,
Hello.
and Action Shakespeare.
I forgot to make a custom sprite. I'll do it next time.
Say hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I combined them this time.
Yeah, hey, look at that.
Oh gosh. So, hey, it's been a little bit, but we're back with more harbor things, which means only good stuff for you, the viewer, because you
Yeah,
get
the real winner is the audience.
you get to see some great things. But before you see any great things, I think a recap of what happened last time, at least a short one, is in order. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the students of Koto Academy received a fantastic shock as the ASC team arrived at Koto Academy. The girls met with some familiar faces and began to settle into the search for the missing item for the Museum of Mineshaft. Before reaching the school, the girls found and rescued a strange shapeshifting animal named Pet Shop. Only a trail of Super Jam was left behind. I think I'd watched too much Chainsaw Man by that point. At the academy, Victoria and Zelen ran into Tear, a local delinquent, and Daisy made herself known to the teaching staff. It went well. Between old relations and new experiences, the girls will have their work cut out for them if they want to survive. Speaking of having your work cut out for you, oh, I don't want to forget. This is a very special episode of Tales of Harbor because we've received our first sponsor, which you will see a little bit later. Very exciting stuff, cool for the show. But, you know, it is the way of these things, is it not?
I love money.
I love cash. But as you can see on the screen, folks at home, there is a map of Koto Academy for our players' reference. They have something that's slightly more detailed, but we will do our best to make sure you know exactly where people are at and during the school day. And I still have, splash pages for other stuff. But if we will begin. So, last time we left off, Daisy and Zelen, you had been either coerced or corralled into going to a pep rally for the school, which was a surprise first event for Koto Academy. This is their Spirit Week, so they're going to be handing out points to students and faculty in the hopes that the winner of this competition will be able to take one item from the legendary vaults of this academy, where lots of just wonderful things are stored. Perhaps maybe in things you're looking for. But the kickoff to this whole event was a bit of a surprise, as Daisy and Zelen were transported from this from the school stadium to a gigantic forest filled with mythical mushrooms that rise all the way to the sky, as high as they can go. And that is where we find two of our ASC staff. So that is what we're going to start with. So you guys are just surrounded on all sides by thick mushroom stalks. There are students who are confused and out of their element. Some seem prepared for this, and they begin standing up and dusting themselves off immediately. But before you can make too many moves, a voice is heard throughout the mushroom forest. The voice of Christopher Lark. Well, students and any faculty lucky enough to be out there with them, this is going to be super fun, just like last year. We are going to be doing a good old-fashioned egg hunt. In that forest, you will find many eggs of different colors. Every egg you collect will count as a point to your total when you return to the school. There is but a single exit out of the forest you'll have to locate. There are special golden eggs that are worth 3 points. It's important if you can find them, because that can give you a huge boost towards the end of the week. Now, without further ado, I would like to start this with and then you hear a bang go off as somebody fires something into the air.
Don't do that.
He fully
Children running around.
fully can't hear you because he's not where you're
Yeah,
at.
Can't just fire a gun into the air.
So, Daisy, Zelen, what do you two do?
Am I near Daisy?
For
There's a lot of us here.
there's a lot of people there. I think you could pick out Daisy pretty easily. I think Daisy is probably one of the more confused people at the moment.
Just follow the telltale signs.
This is gonna bring us to our first challenge. So, I put the wrong person here because I made an assumption. Yes. So,
Well, okay. So I had a question.
please ask.
Once Daisy stops panicking in her classic way,
Once you stop freaking out, the old Daisy special.
yeah, you know, you got to do it for the fans. I was gonna say, if this possibly has come up in Daisy's studies, I feel like a forest full of huge mushrooms, like that would congregate enough space to call a forest, would be a known landmark. But then another part of my brain, which is sabotaging me right now, was like, mycology is not technically botany.
Technically, it isn't. I think we can be flexible enough within our system to allow you to make rolls based off of plant life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It is plants and potions, so you
Yes.
know, mushrooms come into play. Mushrooms assuredly come into play.
They do
But,
be happening.
That being said, I guess my first thing was I think Daisy would immediately. I was gonna say if Daisy would know where she is in the world,
Yeah, okay.
as a place like this might actually be a known landmark.
Yes. If you want to give me a like, I guess, geolocation check, adding any relevant modifiers.
How about knowledge, plants, and potions, and intuitive?
I think that works very well.
Okay. I'm immediately rolling dice.
Yeah.
Immediately playing
Hey,
games.
we're here to play games. We're here to play games.
Listen, I got skill checks. I'm gonna use them.
Ugh,
Good.
not great.
Well, okay,
12.
that's a 12.
You get a 12.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a 12, Daisy, you know that you are in the Giant's Forest. This is a small section of a much bigger location that actually isn't super, super far away from the academy. It is it would be like a couple of days drive. It's a tourist attraction for the most part. The school has rented out a big section of this for this little thing they do every year. But this is like land of larger creatures. Like obviously giants live here, but also big like dogs and stuff.
So it's not just a figure of speech for the big mushrooms. There are
Yes.
actual giants.
They do not intrude with the school's dealings.
Yeah. Now mystical.
Sorry.
I'm sorry to be blasé. I'm sorry. That was
Wow.
very blasé
What
of an
a-
actual wonderless,
what a-
wondrous location.
Yeah, what an amazing
I'm sorry.
place.
I think my brain just traveled to lesser franchises.
Jeez. But yes, as you were
Who ironically shall not be named.
as you're looking around getting your bearings,
Yeah.
you see other students immediately mobilize. A lot of these look like older students, maybe they've gone to the school for a little bit, they begin to head out, kind of like searching under leaves and like the caps of mushrooms. Some of them begin climbing, and like one or two of them start making compasses and stuff. What are you? Yeah, what are you up to, Daisy? You sound like you have one more thing.
Ah, boy. Why didn't they? There was no. Boy, I wish they told me about this. Like, at all.
No.
I guess that's part of the tradition, huh?
A little bit.
She says to no one.
You see a nearby teacher just goes, yeah, it sure is. Okay, come on, kids. Let's see if we can't find anything. Go cats.
Yeah. Alright. What am I gonna tell you? Yeah, penguin. I really gotta organize some outfits later. Anyway.
He kind of looks around. I guess Daisy would. I feel like Daisy and Zelen would be able to spot each other very easily, being familiar and also sticking out a bit.
A little bit, yeah. There's not a lot of students who are not moving immediately.
All right. Zelen heads for Daisy. Daisy, have you seen Timony?
What? No. Not today.
Do I
Not
see
since
Timony?
we got all separated, I guess.
You do not see Timony, no.
Huh.
All right.
Was he
So
not with
I
you?
already had. He was before the teleportation. So I already have 2 points.
Huh.
So we should pool
Good job.
our points, before we exit. So I figure we split up, find as many exits as we can, and if we find the exit, I should just verify this works first. Zelen pulls up to her glove and talks into it. Daisy, can you hear me?
Indeed you can.
All right.
All right.
So we can keep in contact with these, and then if one of us finds the exit or something, we meet up there. And I guess just try and get as many points as we can.
There's a tiny bit of a pause in the conversation, and as you relay this information to Daisy, Daisy's missing
Dailies.
Daisy's Dailies, the local paper. A student goes, "Ha! Butterflies will never win. I'm gonna find way more eggs than you, loser." As one of the students from the owl group, the owl team, just kind of shouts at you, apropos of not much, and you can see that they already have several eggs.
Wow. People really know what to do immediately, huh? Okay. I guess. Yeah, we better split up on that one then.
Okay, good luck.
Okay.
Okay, if you're both splitting
Sure,
up,
if pooling points is a thing we can do, but whatever.
I never said it wasn't, right? So if you're both
Oh,
going to
yeah, that
split
works.
up, if you're searching for eggs, give me a hide and seek roll to go, locate things.
Look.
Yeah, use your eyes and eye.
I'll let Zelen go first.
Sure,
All
I
right.
have 2 eyes.
I know.
One's just fucked up and evil.
No, you can't say that about her.
All right.
I am saying that with parentheses, cool.
Grumble. Okay, sorry.
Fucked up and evil, but in the way that you want to be fucked up and evil in middle school.
All right.
Golly. So where were we at into this, Zelen?
All right. I got detection, perceptive, and the Woogle glasses.
Oh yeah, the stylish glasses.
Yeah, well, it's probably pretty dorky, but she has not yet been peer pressured into not wearing them.
I can't believe you're dorky at school on purpose.
That's a 16.
Ooh, that is a 16. So Zelen,
baby.
you're a bit of a detective. You're a fan of seeking out the truth, and the truth is that there are eggs everywhere. With a 16, Zelen, you find 10 eggs. Just under caps, like you find one or two that are like buried next to rocks to make them look like the rocks, but you spot them out, you dig them up, and you have 10 eggs. The eggs are heavy, maybe made of metal, hard to tell, and they look fairly sturdy, so they shouldn't break on you. But you get a good haul. Now, Zelen, I do need you to do me one more thing. I need you to roll me 3d6.
For what?
This is an event. So after you perform an action, something might happen. If you roll different numbers, sometimes nothing will happen. Sometimes things will occur. So we got a 5. Excellent. Okay, so Zelen, in your search, you look at these 10 eggs, and then you are blindsided by several students who rush you at the same time. Maybe they play crush ball or something. Maybe they're just strong. But you kind of get bowled over, and when you get back up, you are missing 2 of your eggs. You are down to 8 eggs instead.
Well, are the students still there?
Oh no, they run off into the mushrooms.
They check you.
They do. They knock you over and they dart away.
All right. Well, I'm not putting up with that. I'm going to pursue.
Kill.
Okay, you know what? Absolutely. Give me a fucking hound dog check. Go ahead. And while that's happening, Daisy, what are you up to?
Okay, so
I'm gonna
guess that they're not getting away. I'm gonna guess that I don't know if knowledge is working on that. I don't know. You think knowledge plants and potions will aid me? In
I can
this search?
I can think of reasons how, but I would need you to tell me what they are before
Okay.
I give it to you.
Basically, to understand like the way things grow, the way things tend to lean, the usual divots that might form, some that maybe people don't know about.
Okay. You thought exactly what I thought of, so please, yes, roll them things.
Okay.
How may I use these plants to hide my eggs?
So, and then adding smart to this,
Definitely. I think that works
And-
just fine.
and to add even more bullshit, adding quick to make sure she gets to them before other people.
You're just cutting in front of people? All right, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. She's a tiny little rabbit. She's going for it. All right. I forgot to add the +1 for Woogle Glass before, so
Please do.
This is 12d6.
That's so many d6s, truly. It's a lot. Let's see it. Woo!
That's an
Mamma
18.
mia! Oof.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so Daisy, you opt to go for the knowledge rather than observation route. You look for mushrooms that have like natural folds that might hide things under the caps of mushrooms. Where mycelium kind of looks weird, and like in creases and divots and stuff like that. You also look at some of the like non-mushroom plant matter, where you can see that there are eggs that are camouflaged and like stuck to the back of like thick, heavy leaves and things like that. Daisy, with an 18, you find 36 eggs.
Oh,
Oh yeah, people used to do this all the time in the greenhouse back in college. You can hide so much here. You never know what's there.
So that is also a particular role in the event table. So, Daisy, in your search for eggs, you kind of separate from the pack.
I'm in her purse.
You're moving so fast away from the students and other teachers that eventually you hear humming. You hear la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da.
I know.
And you see what appears to be a person who is kind of sliding along the ground. Their skin is white, and on their head they wear what appears to be a mushroom cap. They have a big crook with them and a little basket full of big old thick mushrooms. They turn around and look at you and go, "Oh, hello."
Hi. Hello.
Daisy looking around and realizing how alone she is.
Are you one of the people from the that school?
Oh yeah. Part of the scavenger hunt. What's going on?
Well, that's fun. You can call me the Tender. I kind of take care of this place.
Daisy visibly relaxed.
Okay. Good to meet you. That's nice. I'm actually a new teacher,
Oh, well, hey,
so I guess we're kind of, fellow staff, right?
that's very exciting. I actually don't work for the school. They get my permission to do this every year,
Well,
as long as they
alright.
do not harm the forest.
Affiliates, whatever.
Oh, fair enough. But are you looking for anything here? I believe most of your quarry is inside the forest.
I might have gotten a little too enthusiastic.
Oh, you seem like you're just a bundle of energy, so I can understand.
Yeah, I have my moments.
Well, hey, if you're tired, I know the way to the exit. I can lead you there.
That's very nice of you.
Just kind of looks vaguely in the direction where she thinks she came from.
I do have someone I was trying to, keep tabs with.
She kind of twirls her crook, and you see mushrooms rise out of the ground, like by her feet. That kind of resembles a forest. And then she looks down. Which one of them is it?
Well, her name is Zelen.
There's a young boy who is shouting for a Zelen.
It's probably Timony.
Okay.
Look, I know him too, and good. I'm glad he's here.
Did you want him as well?
I'm just trying to make sure we're all together
Okay.
a little bit.
She pulls a mushroom out of her basket and tosses it to you.
Eh,
Just kind of plant that in the ground, and that should get you all guys all together.
Huh. Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem. Enjoy your little competition.
Do you know which way to go back?
Oh, the way you came from? She like moves her fingers, and the mushrooms part like Moses in the sea.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have one other thing to. I don't know if this is cheating, but do you know how many of these eggs people usually tend to get?
Anywhere between 15 to 50.
All right. I should probably try to get a little more, just to be safe.
Okay. Well, hey, good luck out there.
Thank you.
What was her name?
The Tender, like a garden.
Thank you, Tender. Do you just want me to call you the Tender?
That is what I've been called for millennia. I believe that's the word.
Well, thank you, Tender.
Of course. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
You dart
Scuffle,
through
scuffle.
you dart through the mushrooms, and they just snap back in place like jaws.
Yeah. Instinctively runs faster.
Zelen, you were pursuing folks.
I'm going to kill.
What's up with that?
Roll to pursue.
Got a 12.
Yes, you did. Okay, so you get knocked over. You get back up again. They're never gonna keep you down. And you just start terminating towards them. You see these two students. One of them is clearly from the cat group. One of them is clearly from the owl group, and they're kind of like giggling to themselves because they've collected a lot of eggs from other people, and they're just kind of like counting them and like kind of deciding if they want to maybe start heading for the exit when you catch up to them again. What is your approach here?
Okay, so these are definitely some of the ones who
Yeah,
took my eggs.
definitely.
All right. Well, time to see if the eggs actually are metal. I'm going to just suck them up.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me that check to magneto some eggs.
All right.
Sometimes this show makes me say stupid shit.
Mag fucking Nito.
Another 12.
Another 12. Okay, so Zelen, you hold your hand out. You let the energy come to you, and it comes to you in a big way. Zelen, you have jumped up from 8 eggs to 25 eggs as you take all of their eggs. They kind of turn around, and one of them's like, "What? Hey, you can't take my eggs!"
Well,
Dang.
Someone's going to give them a little shrug and then leave.
They start arguing because they were planning on also splitting points, but now hey, you let her take the eggs. No, you let her take the eggs, you idiot, you dummy, and then they start fighting.
I love the de-escalation in insults.
With the escalation of violence.
Well, you're just not very nice. I'll kill you.
I think you're a bit of a cur.
Zelen, so also you rolled a 12 for that first check. Okay, so Zelen, with a 12, you do indeed locate something that isn't just eggs or your quarry. You see, there is a gaggle of students dressed in all black, with one of them kind of standing at the forefront. She has a backpack on. You don't know where she got it from. That is just filled to the brim with eggs. She yells at a student, "Give me your fucking eggs!" And it's, I just got these, and I'm gonna, please. She kicks the mushroom stalk next to them, and they relinquish their 3 eggs. And she says, "This is so fucking stupid. Whatever, let's just find the exit." And she begins to leave with her gang of cronies. Do you?
Is that tear?
That is
Tear?
indeed tear. Yes,
Tear.
like the rip variety. But do you want to intercede at all, or would you like to continue on your way without possibly inviting more trouble?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the robbed student. And say hello.
Hi. I'm Hi. I don't have any eggs, if that's what you're after.
No, that's fine. I've got eggs.
Oh, cool.
But do you know where the exit is, or
The exit? Not. No. I can. They usually put it at the north side of the forest, and I know how to make a compass.
well, all right. So if you want to travel with me, I'll. If you find any more eggs, I will prevent anyone from. We can work together to keep anyone from stealing them.
Sure. My name's Drac. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Zelen.
Nice, nice to meet you, Zelen.
Nice to meet you, Drac.
Kind of stands up and adjusts his blazer. Let's stick together then.
Yes.
As you guys head off further in. Let us cut away from the excitement.
Egg.
Excellent segue, Lindsay.
I'm surprised nobody jumped on exit.
Give me time. So, Victoria, you were hanging out at the pier, which is near the campus security office, like at the back of the campus, with Melanie, a honey elemental, who was kind of showing you her magic and stuff. So, was there any reason you didn't want to go to the pep thing?
She shrugs.
I understand. Sometimes you don't want to go to those things. Maybe. Would you? Whoops. Okay. Maybe we could go check out the. Have you seen your room yet?
I can't remember. We did move stuff around. Did we actually like unpack at all, or?
I don't believe you guys unpacked. You just kind of moved your stuff to places.
Oh, okay. No, not yet.
If you need help with it, if you're new here, I can do that with you. Sorry if that's weird. Normally you don't tell people you want to unpack their luggage.
She shrugs again. It's fine. I just like it better out here.
Oh, I like sitting by the lake too.
Not much of a punishment then, huh?
No, it's. I guess it isn't. But I don't get to. It's still good to not let my magic kind of overwhelm me. If I get too stimulated, I can make big sticky explosions happen that kind of mess stuff up.
Did anyone get hurt?
Once, yeah. Turns out they were allergic to honey.
Victoria barely stifles a laugh.
Are you here for like magical studies too? Like, what do you do?
I don't really know yet.
General studies. Hey, that's cool. Well, one of my best friends is general studies. He's kind of a frog.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, you seem distracted or something. Do you want me to go?
You're fine. I just, honestly, I don't really want to be here, is the thing.
Oh, well, why?
Not really my scene.
Melanie looks at you quizzically. What is your scene?
Victoria takes a moment to think it over. I guess I like Harbor.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, well, geez, I guess it's kind of far away from here, isn't it? She tries to relay a very vague sense of direction.
It's like over there.
Look, if you go that way for I don't know, 2 weeks, you'll hit Harbor
Oh,
or something.
I would love to visit one day. That sounds fun.
Oh, you should totally come. It's a sweet place.
Awesome. Maybe when we're after the Spirit Week, there's like a break, we could make a whole trip of it. Sorry, that was sorry. Just I didn't mean to presume about.
No, it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go back for a while.
Oh, did something happen?
Not exactly. Victoria is trying to maintain the idea that she's probably not supposed to at least explicitly tell people that she's here on a job.
Mm-hmm. You hear a bit of confusion from Melanie, and then you hear a second voice. What are you two doing on a pier? The pep rally thing is happening right now.
I turned.
There is a young lady behind you. She's got a bit of flashy dress, like a really loud blouse and skirt combo with shiny boots, nails that are honestly just a cavalcade of color, and she kind of looks at you sideways. Yeah, there's I'm supposed to be making sure no students are doing nothing around the campus. So what are you doing?
Oh, we're just waiting out our sentences.
You're Melanie, right? Melanie nods. And your name?
Victoria.
Last name Victoria?
Wait, Melody didn't have to give you a last name.
Melanie doesn't have a last name. It's on a student registry.
Damn. Well, you got me there.
Gotcha.
What do you need this for anyway?
Great. Because I'm supposed to take it back to the student president. Delinquent students are to meet after the whole pep rally thing to discuss the lack of school spirit.
Wait, you couldn't get kids to go to one meeting, so you require them to go to a meeting for not going to the meeting?
The second meeting's much more insisted upon.
Well, good luck with attendance.
I don't think that's really going to be an issue, but you do have an opportunity to skip the meeting if you would join me at the auditorium, wait for everybody to get back, and you won't have to attend.
Back.
They're
What, did
currently,
everyone leave?
they got teleported to a mystical mushroom forest so they can collect points for Spirit Day.
Glances at Melanie.
Melanie nods.
What the fuck?
I helped set up some of the teleportation circles.
Well, for a prison school, at least this one keeps things a little more interesting.
The girl kind of ignores that comment and goes, anyway, if you want to stand up and move, we can get this knocked out and before anybody gets back.
Yeah, whatever.
Cool.
She's going to go along because now she's curious about the teleportation mushroom forest.
What is Pet Shop right now?
Dang, should have showed up to the pep rally.
Pet Shop is a dingo. I don't know what noises dingoes make, so Pet Shop yips.
Bark.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
yeah, pets.
yips and barks.
Pets up yips as it follows you along.
Just keep away from the babies.
There
So
it is.
out of the kindergarten.
Oh no! While the girl's walking in front of you, Melanie goes, Victoria, do you you seem like you're really you look popular."
She poses. Oh yeah? Like in a sexy way?
Melanie blushes and continues, do you think you could show? I don't have a lot of clothes outside of this pressure suit, so normally I would want to ask girls like Jewel, and she gestures up to the girl ahead, but you seem nicer.
I'll say. Well, you got any place around this dump you can buy anything other than picks at her scarf, uniform shit?
Yeah, there's a school corner store. I think they just hired a new employee.
Well, that sounds kind of fun. Sure.
Awesome. Then I'll after the pep rally we should go.
Yeah, sure.
She seems very excited and claps and gets a little honey on the ground. I'm sorry. As the three of you walk, we swing back over to Daisy in a desperate run. Daisy, you hear behind you, that rabbit's got a bunch of eggs. Get him!
Yeah,
How is she even carrying 36 eggs?
her purse,
Magic purse.
maybe.
Who knows?
You don't got one of these?
And yet, she can never find her chapstick.
No.
Have you checked under all the eggs?
Dang it!
Yes.
You hear some voices behind you. One of them goes, Hunter, how do we catch the rabbit? She's so fast. Don't worry, guys. I have the perfect plan for catching this rabbit. I'm gonna use a slingshot.
Jeez.
I need to get to cover.
Daisy, I need you to make me a defense roll.
This is what quick is for.
Serpentine, serpentine.
Your defense roll needs to be at least a 10.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see it. No. This
No.
is where my good rolls go. Die.
Okay. So, Daisy, you you feel something strike you in your shoulder, and you take 5 points of damage. Yeah,
Fucking hell.
yeah, you know,
I should actually keep track of this myself.
cap track of. So, Daisy, as you take those 5 points of damage, there is just a little bit of hubbubaloo as you hear a bunch of guys go, "Oh, you got her sick!" And they continue chase, but you have not been knocked over.
Yeah.
Ow.
What?
I need to fucking hide.
Indeed.
These guys are persistent and have ranged weaponry. Okay. Well. I guess quick and smart, maybe, to find a hiding space.
I'll tell you what. If you're just looking for the first place you can hide, quick and smart will work. I will go ahead and say knock off 2 dice because you hear other sounds in the forest
That's fair.
that are maybe leading you away from some places you want to hide.
Okay. So that's a total of 6 dice. Okay. That's a 10.
That's not bad. So you quickly look around. You hear some like growls and rumbles throughout like the mushrooms, and you eventually find some brush. You just hop underneath it. The brush is full of tiny little mushrooms that kind of look like they've been set up as like a little like bar. In this
Excuse me,
brush,
gentlemen.
in this brush, you find a young man who's like, "Oh, hey, Daisy. Hey, did you see my cool bar project? I made a little bar diorama."
Yeah, I did. Also, shh.
"Oh, okay."
Immediately covers his mouth.
You cover Timothy's mouth, and you hear the sound of footsteps, like dust by, and then fade off into the distance.
School's filled with a bunch of freaks.
Oh, you're just fun, and I
They're hurting me with slingshots.
Oh, what? Wait, I think that is that not against. I guess there was no rules about that, huh?
I don't know what the rules about this or any of this are.
Oh, they just said find eggs. Mrs.
That's
Munson.
pretty open-ended, dude.
Yeah, it's super open-ended. I think maybe we want to find the exit soon.
How many eggs you got?
None. I've been making this diorama of mushrooms.
Okay. Well, I have 36.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big target right now.
Okay.
But I kind of wanted to just make sure, if Zellen's out there, I convened with her a little bit. We're just gonna try and pool our totals. I
Okay.
can just give them all to her. I don't care about winning.
Sure. I can help you keep your eggs, Mrs. Munson.
Okay. Mostly, I think we just should find the exit.
Mm-hmm.
And I got something from I already forgot.
Tinder.
The key tender.
Yes.
Tenderized.
Yes.
The tender. She had a mushroom fey creature, I think.
Oh,
Tends the forest.
that's terrifying.
They're a little, they're real nice so far that I can tell. They gave me this mushroom. I can apparently summon you and Zelen in theory.
How
Come
does
to
it?
think of it, I don't know if they found Zelen on their map.
How does it work?
I just gotta plant it.
Okay.
So if we can find the exit, we can get Zelen a quick ride out of here.
Oh, okay. So we'll find. I'll climb one of these stalks and see if I can see something from high above.
I mean, I guess I'm also in communication with Zelen. Hey, Zelen!
Yes.
What's your status?
I've got some eggs. I'm traveling with another student for safety. We're headed north. That's supposedly where the exit is traditionally.
Okay.
Why are you talking into your glove?
Collusion.
Oh. that's pretty
Yes.
pretty tight.
Yes. It's very helpful.
Timony,
Um,
Timony on the other end.
No,
like,
yeah, go.
Timony's like, they could just say tight.
What are we in Northern California? Fucking.
So, okay, you're heading north. Are you just heading for the exit, or?
That's what we're looking for. I've got 25 eggs.
Okay.
Looking to see if we can pick up any on the way.
Okay. All right. Well, I have 36. Last I counted.
Good job.
Yeah. Thanks. It's a long story. There's a lot of
So,
hiding spaces and plants. Yes, Timothy.
so if we head north, we can like meet up with you.
Most likely.
Timothy's got his own glove. Yeah.
I'm
I'm on to call too.
Hey
I
guys.
couldn't recall if he had his own glove or not, or if it was field team only.
Actually, that's a good question.
he does not. He's using daisies.
Okay, he's just leaning in. I got into the Timothy voice by describing it.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, I have a thing that I think will summon you, but it would just be better to meet up. So hey, let's see if we can get that going. Gotta
right.
figure out north.
Daisy, give me a navigation check.
Ah.
Go ahead and add 2d6 because Timony is assisting you.
Okay.
Also,
I,
I'm going to need another 3d6 roll from you after this roll.
okay. Would intuitive be better for figuring out direction?
I think that would make more sense, yes.
Okay.
To intuit the proper direction.
There's a part of me looking at connected,
No,
and then I realized she has Google Glass.
she does have Google Glass.
Can I get a compass app? Google Glass?
I'll let you add an extra d6, sure.
Okay. All right. I'll just. You know what? I'll take what I can get.
Fair.
Okay, so intuitive for now, and plus Timony and the Google Glass.
Yes. DMs never, ever introduce the internet.
You gave me an internet glass,
I know, it's fine.
and she has a smartphone.
I'm aware, it's fine.
We all do, technically. I think.
People use their phones all the time in this game. I'm not
We
mad
all
about
got
it.
cell phones, so
Yeah.
come on, everybody.
Grab your backpack.
Let's get real.
Let's text.
He could have just said perception is very bad in the Magic Forest.
It
You
is
get
true.
like 1 bar sometimes.
I was gonna. That was a thing that occurred to me and kind of expected, but hey.
I chose not to do that because I think if this big fancy magic school was gonna do the thing, they would like have it set up so like if students got lost, they can still contact them and stuff.
Oh, those dice
10.
took like 5 minutes to roll.
Ooh,
That's
12.
a 12.
That's not bad. So, Daisy, you do indeed get a Waze app, and you go, oh, it's north is this direction, and you just start
Aha!
you start moving.
And Timothy's like, yeah, I can see your son from up here.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, that made just going that way. Okay. But
And here's 3d6 for you,
thank you.
little boy.
All right, we got a 5 already, so give me another 3d6.
Oh, there's a 1 and a 3 right there.
No.
Fair enough. Understandable. Have a nice day.
All right, so we got a 6. Perfect. Okay. Daisy, as you begin running north, you begin heading towards the exit. You, Zelen, the little cut in happens where you see Zelen running, you see you running, Timony running,
Bing, bing.
and 24. There is a loud whine, and then you hear Christopher Lark's voice again. Attention, students! A quick update with point totals. We have some egg leaders. That's right. One of our new staff members, Ms. Daisy Bunsen, currently has 36 eggs. Wow, good job, Mrs. Bunsen. Congratulations for finding so many eggs. I hope I hope you can make it to the exit with those. All right. And he kind of goes on to list other names that have lots of eggs. And then he adds at the very end, looks like the show is coming to a close. Most of the eggs have been found, and we already have our first people closing in on the exit. Mrs. Bunsen heading north, going towards the exit to head back to school. Let's see if she's going to make it, folks. And Timony goes, that's probably not good, Mrs. Bunsen.
No.
All right.
Daisy is making several mental notes.
Daisy.
And
And
crush the student council.
what an anime sentence.
I need to destroy them.
Daisy and Zelen, I would like both of you to make hurry up checks to not
Pick it up.
to not get Scott at.
Quick and passion.
Why passion?
Because I really don't want to get fucking caught.
No.
So what exactly is Daisy passionate about?
Yeah.
No, I always forget that that's supposed to be a singular, like, similar to knowledge.
Yes.
Because I picked it because I wanted it to be a general representation of a change in attitude since season 1, but I've never
I mean, you can be passionate about like changing your outlook and stuff.
life.
Yeah. That's
I'm high on life,
that's
baby.
fine. Oh boy. So I hate myself. Yes, I will. Quick works for me. That's just fine. I don't think passion really fits here.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Unless you want me to keep rolling smart.
I think you just gotta book it. Is the thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna help me anymore. I've used all my brains. It's time to use my legs.
Vroom vroom.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, Zelen, if you could give me
Alright.
a check as well.
So I was thinking, could I do agile and also tough to just go straight through
Ooh, yeah.
underbrush instead of going around?
Marathon.
Anything that I can't avoid, just go
Yeah.
through.
I say take 1d6 off because of the giant mushrooms, but perfect. And this doesn't really matter because you're just going to. So
That's a 12.
that's a lot
Weird
of
way.
threes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Uncommon 12.
Yeah.
Lesson.
Zelen, you just kind of like, you put your arm up, you start moving a bit faster, and And Drax like, what do you? Oh, okay, okay. No, we can. And he starts following your path through the mushrooms.
Oh, you're just Juggernaut. All right.
Okay.
If I dislodge any eggs, feel free to collect them.
Sure. Zelen, I am gonna do one thing because you're choosing to run through the mushrooms. It would be
A lot
Well,
of
it's only the
spores.
small ones.
fair enough.
Just leave a Zelen imprint.
I'll tell you what. I'll roll it. I'll roll it with less dice because you're running through the small ones. I need you to make me a mental defense roll.
There's so many spores.
Alrighty. Wait a sec. Anything like what is this from?
The tender is has noticed you're running through small mushrooms and is going to issue a warning.
For psychic beams.
Alright, so this is Iron Willed and the spirit armor
Awesome.
of the creature.
Yes, the
Nice.
creature.
Nice.
Very
fail safe.
good. Okay. So you can see like in the spores like a shape appears every once in a while, but it doesn't fully take form as you are too focused on your task. You bash through and you do eventually make it to a clearing where you can see there is a little circle that has like the sigil of Kodo Academy on it, which is all 4 animals on a crest. Not super long after Daisy catches up to you with Timony, and the 4 of you have reached an exit.
Here, Zelen, take all my eggs. I can't be seen with this with this level of heat.
Daisy is riding dirty.
Alright.
Gotta get this.
Just Zelen adds them to the mass.
All
Looking
right.
like the Charger from Left 4 Dead.
All right. So that gives you 61x.
Yeah.
Yes. As
Wait, let's get 8 more.
Why?
Nothing. Never mind.
Drac on the way picked up 8 eggs. There you go.
You can keep those.
Oh, no, sure. I thought we were pulling
I
eggs.
don't. I mean, well, I previously agreed to pull eggs with Daisy and Timony. You know, if you want, I don't know what the points are good for, but if 8 of them is good for anything, you are welcome to keep those.
I just want to be a part of the team.
Oh, sure. All right, then let's get the number as large as we can
Excellent.
to make a statement.
Yeah. This is very exciting.
What house are you in?
Me? I'm a penguin.
Oh, hey. Huh. Not dressed like one, but me too.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, ma'am. I hope to take one of your classes.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're a little above my grade.
Oh, I hope to assist. I can be a TA, I guess. This seems like we should just head for the exit, right?
Yeah. I'll think about it. Thanks for the offer.
As the 4 of you approach the exit, I need one more 3d6 roll from the 2 of you.
Just 2 of us.
Yeah.
We can make it if we try.
A 3
Why not? W?
and a 2. Ooh. Very good. Okay, so with the 3, Hunter, the one that shot Daisy with the slingshot earlier, comes exploding out of the forest, and he's like, "I found the rabbit!
I've got no eggs.
Get her!"
Why?
runs away. Just breaks immediately from Zelen, Tiffany, and
Drac.
Yeah.
There,
Just chase her dead into the distance.
a stampede of Dubros begin to chase Daisy.
They're not getting any eggs.
No, they're not. And with a 3, Zelen, as you are running towards the exit, Timony trips. And he goes, ouchie. That stinks. That wasn't so good.
Someone's gonna loop back, and are you okay?
Yeah, I tripped on. What? Oh, it's an egg.
Yeah. How lucky.
Timony hands you
Excellent.
a golden egg.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Which would bring your total up to 72.
How much is that worth?
71, sorry.
One egg.
So, as you guys head towards the exit, you hear a bah. Congratulations, students! And that completes our egg hunt for this year. A blinding white light covers the forest, and you all find yourselves back in the auditorium.
It's the point of the exit.
Somebody has to reach it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was
welcome, everybody.
first exit gets the finishes
Ends the
game.
competition whether they win or not.
You got
Hey, you know what? I've heard dumber rules.
chance you got to take, right? Some of this might have been inspired by another game that has dumb rules.
Maybe.
As you guys all teleport back in, you see a scoreboard, and it does say Zelen Mari with 71 eggs.
Nice.
There's an audible "aw" from the audience, but
Yeah, I like to think it was ticking up and it slowed down right at the last.
and a big cheer goes up from the butterflies, and there's you get a bunch of attaboys and high fives from people who are like, wow, good job, Holt, that was your first one. How'd you get 72? 71?
Just lucky, I guess.
The power of friendship.
Drac adds, really examined the situation. I got a second one in there.
Oh, Drac.
Christopher goes, and I want to thank all of the students who abstained from the competition and offered their services as support. Each student who did not participate will be receiving 25 points for acting as support staff during this time. And you see his name rises several ranks as he gets 25 points for just doing the emceeing.
Oh, what a bastard.
Is he? I guess. Well, Mrs. Mari, congratulations for you. What are you gonna do with your afternoon now that you got all those points? There's gonna be a huge target on your back. Somebody runs up to you with a microphone.
Hi, I'm Zelen. I'm new. Excited to go to school here.
You heard it here first, folks. Excited to go to school here. It's got to be huge news for anybody to get into Kodo, especially someone from Harbor. Really moving up. That is just good hard work right there. You love to see it. Let's hear it. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Mari, and you get a bit of applause.
The graduate from Harbor U. Eye twitches.
Nice to meet you, hole.
Zelen.
Oh, that was just a point per egg, huh? Wowie. Here you go, Zelen.
Zelen got a bunch of points. The crowd kind of settles down. Zelen, you get surrounded by people who are like kind of wanting to know who you are, asking questions and things like that. Days,
Hi, hello.
where where did you get your like eye thing? Because like that's super cute.
Oh, my eye patch.
Yeah.
Oh, I made it.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I should learn how to craft some stuff. I've been telling myself I'm going to do it, just haven't done it yet. This continues with multiple people just like asking random things about you. Some people saw you with a skateboard, some people saw you just enter your dorm and things like that. Tons and tons of questions. You are beset. Daisy, you were teleported back to the stage with the teachers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Adjust yourself a little, like maybe stands a little straighter.
What?
Carl Mann, the normal guy that you met last time, he's like, "Wow, hey,
Carl.
that's one heck of an outing there, huh?"
Yeah, wish somebody told me about it.
Oh yeah, they like to do that to the new teachers, but it's just all in good fun. It's all in good fun. So what are you doing after the school day?
Is that that moment where you just stare into the middle distance and realize you don't have plans for a life?
Don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, hey, me and the boys were gonna get together and grab a couple brewskis in town if you wanna chill.
You know, after today, maybe I might take you up on that one.
All right, hey, well, we'll invite everybody out. It'll be a good get together. We'll meet and greet with some other folks, huh?
Yeah.
We move to the stands. Victoria, you and Melanie have taken seats in what was an empty auditorium, where then suddenly thousands of people appeared.
Nobody got telefragged, right?
No, there's assigned seating for that very reason. Jewel adds, all right, so the both of you don't have to go to the compulsory thing because you were at the pep rally, so good job. Pay attention to your morals and try to be a more upstanding member of the Kodo Academy student body, huh?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Do I offend you with something?
She just raises a brow at her, waits to see if she'll leave.
I'll have you know that my boyfriend is the head of the student council. So, like, if you want to make a bunch of problems can happen. Yikes.
Glances at Melanie.
Melanie is like putting her fingers together and just kind of looking down and going, you can tell she's just trying to give off the energy of, I have to disengage from this. This is not my zone. I don't belong here. You gonna say anything? Victoria?
Turns back to Melanie. So anyway, I'm gonna wait for my buds to show back up. but would you still be down to go after that?
Yeah, we can yeah, we can go.
Cool.
Right. All right, Miss Locke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She didn't know that. All right, Victoria. Be the way you want to be. I'm sure we'll meet each other again if that's the case.
Flips her off without looking at her.
Make a defense roll for me, Victoria.
Girl, really?
Bites her finger.
3d6 against the 6.
Eat dirt.
Ooh, nice. A 10. Yeah, no. Okay.
Carries it.
So here's what happens, and she like clicks her heel on the ground, and a piece of like square rock shoots up out of the earth, like the stone of the stadium, and then she flicks it and it flies at you, without even thinking of it consciously. You just kind of lightning fast just hit, like, grab it out of the air.
Victoria kind of limply tosses it at her.
It clatters to the ground, and she's whatever, and she
Damn kid.
she starts like walking down the stairs as people start to pop in. You do see Chris on stage as he is giving his exit speech for the ceremony, and he goes, "Oh, one more thing. I wanted to really thank all of our new students at Kodo, because you're the reason that this school is going to continue to be excellent. Each and every face I see out there, I'm excited to attend the school with you, and I hope that you're excited for all the education we're going to get and all the time off." Some students laugh at his terrible like joke, and he takes a bow, and then he kind of goes, "Owl's rule," and the Owl team is just woohoo.
Like, yeah, I'm mad at them hooting immediately.
And he takes a bow and steps off stage. A teacher steps up and it's just, "Okay, students, that will conclude today's activities for the pep rally. Remember, this is about fun and spirit. Classes will be suspended unless they are specifically requested for your attendance. There will be still mock classes for the younger students and test prep. So don't neglect your studies, everyone. We're supposed to have fun here, not slack off. All right."
Take classes?
You do get to take some classes.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them are going to be requested of you. Now, with that said,
Someone's heart dropped.
and then rocketed back up.
Terrified that you wouldn't get to take classes.
It's winter break. It came at a really weird time.
But it's winter break where I can take classes. There is a bit of a dispersal that happens for a couple minutes as people like filter out of the Coliseum. Timony lingers behind because he is changing his shirt. Where are the rest of y'all headed after this little pep rally?
I don't know. Zeln's gonna. I don't know. Wait and see what everyone else does.
Okay.
Stand around awkwardly.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
wait on the field and
been
kind of.
Yeah.
Just linger. I mean, Daisy's got a flow to follow. She's gonna at least, hit up the ASC group texts, and just let them know, hey, teacher get together, gonna
There's
mingle.
There's a text in there already when you check it, though.
Ah,
It's from Timony. Hey guys, I got a job at the school's corner store. So if you need me, I'll
What
be.
the fuck? It's been like 2 hours.
I am very studious.
I
Festive.
I am he just responds, "I'm a great interview."
No, I believe it.
I mean, he is. I interviewed him myself.
It was incredible.
It's insane that we let you two in, honestly. You should have looked like that.
Jesus Christ.
I thought I acquitted myself rather well in the interview.
I genuinely can't remember.
Timony, yeah, you did. Timmy thinks you did. Because he was there.
That wasn't canon. You would never just say that.
It's all canon.
That's so mean.
You fucking bums.
This evil arc hasn't hit that hard.
Say it, but you're not in front of us, so you're texting it, so there's a paper trail for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. God.
All right.
Anyways, no, she's just gonna, faculty get together.
Yeah.
Gonna mingle.
Gonna mingle. All right.
Rumbles that phone.
Stacey's gonna mingle. Timony's got a job.
Was he starting today?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. Really? 2 hours.
Victoria will text Zelen that she's up in the bleachers.
What's up, Common Rider?
Sorry, my Kamen Rider boy went to sleep. I have to turn the lights off.
It's all
Good
good.
night, baby boy.
Sweepy time.
All right. Zelen's got to head up to Victoria.
Hey, guess Daisy's having fun.
Well, I hope so.
Grumble. It looks like you kicked ass out there, though.
Yeah, we managed to work together and pool all our eggs, and yeah,
Hi, I'm Drac. I contributed 8 of those.
This is
Hey, what's
Drac.
up?
Yeah, hi. So what are we hanging out or something?
Melanie wanted to go to the store. I said I'd go with her. Oh, that's Melanie.
Hi, hello, I'm Zelen.
Melanie shrinks back. Hi. Yeah. We were gonna go to the store. If you two have plans, I don't want to keep you.
No,
Oh.
that's fine. We can go to the store.
Awesome. Melanie's
works
been
there.
pretty cool. Yeah, that was... What the fuck?
I'll.
Melanie's been pretty cool, and Zelen's the coolest, so you're gonna love her.
Oh. Well, if you're cool, I hi. She holds out her hand, which is just made of honey.
Zelen will shake her hand.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. She like sucks the honey back from your hand.
Oh. All right. Before we get any farther, can you give me like any kind of basic physical details for Drac?
Yeah, I can. So Drac is a drow. He is very, very like charcoal colored skin, pretty shiny eyes. They're yellow and purple in color. You notice that he has straight up a dual disc from Yukio on his backpack.
Nice. Super violent ones.
And when Victoria opened her mouth, his eyes kind of widened, but he hasn't spoken again.
Yeah, let's go to the store. So you guys have, or which house is Melanie?
Melanie. One second, gotta check that.
Are they called houses? What do we call them?
They're teams, but
Teams.
Melanie is Owl.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, quite the varied group.
indeed.
yeah, we get almost all of them covered. Oh wait, is Timony a cat?
Timony is a cat. Yes,
All right, we
Hey,
do
look
got
at
one.
that. He's got to go to work.
he is. Yeah, he's. Sorry, guys, I gotta head to the corner store. I'll see you at the corner store.
Timmy's team on the clock.
And he just kind of grabs his bag and starts hopping down the stairs.
Oh, there he goes.
So, what's life like here at the academy?
Melanie starts and says, "It's pretty nice. You get to meet lots of people and practice your skills. I'm practicing magic control, and peaceful. It's very not a lot of people get in each other's way, which is it makes things very easy, I think." Victoria, you notice Drac has been staring at you now for maybe 5 minutes, unblinking.
Yeah, I never thought I'd get to go to a school, so I'm very excited to be here.
Were you also homeschooled?
I suppose, technically.
I was homeschooled until last year.
Yes, I was provided a curriculum, I suppose you could say.
Melanie seems to relax heavily. We should head to the store before it closes. They do close at 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, squints at Drac.
He holds out a hand to you. Fully looks like clam chowder is currently there. As he goes, his hand's very clammy and sweaty.
Oh, okay.
Another Sticky Bunsen situation.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Somehow it's Sticky Bunsen. He holds out a hand to you, and he like again, still unblinking. He just kind of parts greasy hair from his face.
She shakes it with some hesitance. She is just watching him.
You see he like fumbles around in his pocket, still not moving his eyes, and pulls up his phone. And it's WoundCloud, and it's your page.
Oh, hey, fuck, hey, cool.
He's having a normal one.
You good, dude? Is it too much? Am I too cool? Am I hotter in person? Tell me.
What, are you trying to kill him?
Jack just kind of fully just like I have to push-ups, and then he runs down the stairs. He runs back up the stairs. Taro, if want, bye.
Did he just tell me he'll read my fortune or something?
Possibly.
I think he does do like tarot magic specifically and summoning and stuff. So
Huh.
maybe.
Okay. This seems pretty cool.
Yeah. He seems fine normally. He's invited me to play like Yu-Gi-Oh with him and stuff.
God.
Melanie,
Yeah.
does everyone here do magic?
No, some people are artisans or crafters. Some of my friends are actually like battle like students. They train in combat. There are some who practice like entertainment skills. Do you have your skateboard on you?
I guess probably.
There's actually a group of students that practice like high octane sports, like skateboarding. She gestures to your board.
I don't. Well, I don't know if I'd be quite good enough for that.
I guess you never
Even
know.
for the Y games.
Oh, I bet you'd be great at it.
Well, oh, who knows how much time we'll have off to really pick and choose.
A dingo kind of walks next to you and like plops its head on your shoe.
No, I pet shop.
That was from Mass Effect 2. That I didn't make a yip noise. I made a beep.
A little bit.
As the three of you now, plus Pet Shop, I guess 4 of you, you know, have your conversation. Let's say this happens on the way to the corner store, and I think that is a perfect opportunity. Oh gosh, I have to 1 second before we go. I you know, like, yeah.
It's pretty astounding how you can still get some of the spit into yeah.
I'm really good at it.
What kind of store is this?
Yamate Cafe.
Oh Jesus! God damn it! No, Tiffany is wearing.
Yoroshitai Gochujin-sama.
Victoria keels
Oh,
over
sorry,
laughing.
Ojo-sama.
Tiffany is wearing a maid outfit with cutters. Oh.
You don't have to make this real, dude.
I know.
I am just fucking around.
I don't have to.
There's plenty of
But you do have the
opportunities to get
power.
in
I
there.
do have the power.
I feel like there's other places to make this real.
Okay, we're huge fucking idiots. So hey, everybody, this is the perfect time, well, for us to take our break. We will be back in about, let's say 20 minutes. Please stick around. Like I said,
That's
this
just enough time to watch Akiba Maid War.
Jesus Christ. Please stick around for the ad reads because we got a special one today from our first sponsor. So we'll be back in that time, and I hope everybody has a good break. Couldn't think of the words.
Hello, Fearless Ones! Finny Fearless here, and I have some amazing news for you guys. I'm partnering with the super exciting HelloFresh, a fresh food subscription company that delivers pre-portioned meat-based ingredients for users' weekly meals straight to your doorstep. I love HelloFresh because they serve everyone, even us sea dwellers. Each week, you get to pick from over 50 different menu and market items. You got things like creamy merits, real carrot-like meat sticks, and ground beef tomatoes. Even the shells are carnivore positive. Yum! HelloFresh will deliver pre-portioned, partially prepared ingredients and easy-to-follow recipes right to your door. Most meals can be ready in 30 minutes or less, so no matter how much or how little time you have, a meal is a little prep away. So, Fearless Ones, I need you to go to hellofresh.com/fearless and use code fearless, FEAR1ESS, for up to 100 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's helloflesh.com/fearless. Use code FEAR1ESS to get up to 100 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's everything for today, friends. Keep swimming out there.
Hey there, everybody. Did you have a good break?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Good.
I'm still having it.
I'm glad everybody's having a great break. Is your break going well? Is it running properly?
Yeah.
Awesome. Um, so, I'm glad everybody had a good time. I think it's now time for us to go into the second part of the session. This might be a little shorter, but it's fine. Oh, and how did you enjoy our first sponsor? I think
Very real.
we're doing a lot of good stuff here. But let's get back into the session. So, Victoria Zellen, you went with Drac and Melanie to the corner store.
Oh, is Drax still with us?
No, he's departed.
I may have revealed what I was going to talk about next. So it's getting a little later in the day. It's about 3:30. So you got like an hour and a half till the store closes. As you're walking around the campus towards the corner store, Drac follows you from a distance, just kind of like keeping a minimum of 20 feet away. Just kind of making stops at trees and benches and with people he does not know. Just going, oh gee. You guys make it to the front door, and when it opens, hello, welcome to Cole's Corner. Nice to meet you.
You work
Cold
fast.
Quarter?
Cole's Corner, Cole, Cole.
Cold corner.
Go corner.
It's Thursday. It's cold corner.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shoves his face in the locker.
Welcome to Cole's Corner. Welcome to Cole's Corner. One-stop shop for all your needs. Whatever I can get you, I will get it for you. Hi, my name's Simony. How can I be of service today?
Timmy, what do I need for classes? Like, I'll need notebooks. Do we need textbooks? Do we need to buy those?
Those are provided by the school, because that's inhumane for it to not be.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay.
Who would ever do that?
Yes, Miss, he types in something on a computer, Selen Mari. Your textbooks will be in package X4, and a little like parcel pops up with a stack of books inside of it, and he hands it to you.
Okay. And I'll need number 2 pencils.
Of course.
Faints.
For the aesthetic.
Are they not required?
Number 2 is not required specifically, but if you would like to pay an extra $1, I can throw in 3 free mechanical pencils of your choice.
Free for $1?
Yeah.
Of your so you pay the $1 for the color, but the extra 2 pencils are free.
So it's buy one, gets you free.
That's a better way to say it, isn't it?
Okay. Yes.
Excellent. Is there anything else I can get you?
What else do I need for school?
Well, you got pencils, you got books. A notebook wouldn't be super bad, so that way you can take down your notes and stuff. And maybe a calculator.
Timothy, I don't need a calculator.
That's very fair. A notebook might be in order, but other than that, it's up to your discretion after that.
Yes, I'll take a notebook.
Okay.
Okay, but is there anything else you might think I'll need?
Well, according to your book order, it looks like you've been enrolled in some of the combat classes, so maybe some armor?
I'll. I think my armor is fine. If I
Understood.
need it,
Then yeah, I don't think there's anything else I could think of that you absolutely have to have.
okay.
You might want some sort of multi-tool if you need to break out of your room. And a lighter wouldn't hurt either.
Melanie kind of like doesn't look up, but her eyes open very wide.
I know that face. I make that face all the time.
It's a fucking picture of Keenan Thompson and Steve Harvey.
All right, Timothy, can I get a crowbar?
Yeah.
On that note,
Timony like types something in the computer, and you hear as heavy boots hit the ground, and Mr. Cole, the owner and proprietor of the store, walks up to you and says, "Are you the one who requested a crowbar?"
Yes.
Very well. My new employee will bag this up for you. To be sure, crowbars are to be used for academic purposes only.
Yes.
Very good.
lie, yes.
Now then, you have a merry old day.
Thank you. You too.
He disappears into the darkness. That's Mr. Cole. He's pretty cool. I think he's
Interesting.
a story, or that's the way what he calls himself.
All right.
Yeah. Was there anything else I can get you?
Victoria, what do you need?
I guess I should get some tools myself.
Sure. What do you need, ma'am?
Squints.
He smiles at you, fully honest and sincere.
Ugh. Well, I guess just that multi-tool and lighter ought to be good.
Okay. He pulls one up for you, rings it under the order. Melanie steps up and says, separately, could I get some witch's eyes, some tails of newt, 3 cranberries, about a half a pound of ground beef, and probably some reeds and some dry grass. Yes, ma'am. Well, just a moment. We'll get that bagged up for you. These items are brought to the counter, and Timony looks at everything on the counter and goes, "Just for you guys, because we are family and friends. I'll give you my store discount." And it takes like 25% off.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah. That'll be $40.
Timothy was fired later that day.
Oh, no. Real quick before we continue, this does remind me of one time when I worked at a pizza place. I had friends that came over and they got a lot of pizza, and I full gave them that pizza for free.
Good.
Because
That's your duty.
it's fine.
We tried to give you a good review.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Pride.
It's hard to get through to corporate for such things.
It is.
Oh, you tried to go to the top.
Yes.
This was exemplary service. You see, it cost me $0.
Mr. Domino's, please appreciate Wordsy.
Miku, please.
Me, I'm begging you.
That comes out to $40. Whoever wants to pay can pay. Melanie will chip in at least 10.
I'm telling you, can cover it.
Before they pay, Victoria's gonna lean over the counter and say, "Oh, wait, there's a a couple more things you could put that discount on, right? And she glances towards Melanie.
Yeah, I can put it towards just about anything in the store, except for that big sword up there. That's Mr. Cole's. That can only be sold for full price. He points to a sword in a case that says $9,999.
Time to save my money.
Well,
Daisy gets a big sword.
were you wanting that sword, Melanie?
Uh,
It would make a pretty sweet fit, but
no. Whatever you think would look cool. That's Timone's voice. Sorry. Whoops. Whatever you think would look cool. Victoria knows some pretty cool stuff. There we go. I said it in the right order this time.
well, what is Melanie's style and what is available?
Currently, Melanie is wearing, like a diver's suit without the helmet.
Okay.
That is what she is currently wearing.
To keep the goo contained.
Correct.
You said she moved around in a jar?
She is moving around in a jar. Yeah, she moves around by like hopping in a jar.
Okay.
There's a suit though.
Okay, so she's just contained within a suit and she's in the jar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't want all that spilling out.
Contained. That's how bodycon clothes just feel. It's fine.
I feel so contained.
It just keeps it all in, for better or worse.
Thanks.
But yeah, what's in the store?
They have just about anything you need. It's your one-stop shop. So, what kind of clothes would Victoria pick out for a friend?
Tori's probably the kind of person who goes a little middle of the road, who tries to match her aesthetic with somebody else's, essentially.
Okay. So give me diver punk.
Yeah, what is the closest to diver punk or metal diver? That sounds
That's-
kind of cool.
This sounds incredibly awesome. Actually, is the thing.
Some kind of holy diver.
Boom, yummy.
Metal diver. You would maybe find like a pair of boots that have like a very harsh looking like wear to them, but they're also like very like they're steel toed and they look a little like grungy. In addition, there is like a not full on Halloween costume, but there is like a drowned diver like set of clothing that maybe got used as like an outfit for a play or something. It looks fairly kind of tattered and ripped. Maybe with a bit of alteration, it could be made cooler. And I think gloves would be the finishing bit there. If I'm putting
Sounds pretty cool.
rather in my head, yeah. You find some clothes, and he's like, sure, that'll be 60 even.
Victoria will pay for whatever difference was between what Zelen and Melanie offered.
Okay. Because Zelen was gonna offer to pay for the 40, and Melanie was gonna pay 10, so that's 50 total, plus the 60. So it would be $110 total. If you're paying the difference, that's all squared away.
So, what do you think?
That looks cool.
That was very nice. I can go try it on, I guess.
Go.
Jar hops into a changing room. The clothes are dumped into the honey, and then a couple of moments later, honey-soaked, like her old suit is hung on the door, and then clunk, 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 clunk. How do I look? you see her hair has kind of gotten a bit more similar in style to yours, kind of swooped over one of her eyes, but it's still see-through because it's translucent honey. And she's kind of like mimicking one of the poses you did earlier, but not getting it quite right. Ta-da!
Oh, this looks great. You're gonna wear it out, right?
Outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Victoria's already like reaching behind the counter for a plastic bag to put her other clothes in.
Timmy's like, okay. As you grab the bag, you can put her other clothes in it. That's fine. The door, the bell jingles, and you hear a stomping noise. This place is always fucking empty. Whatever. Boys, grab some candy and I don't know, some instant soup or whatever, and we'll head back to the dorm.
Soap.
You see Tare enter the corner store with her goons. They grab some food and everything. She walks up to the counter and says, "Hey, you're the new guy, right?" "Yes, I am the new employee at Cole's Corner. Nice to meet you. Is there anything else I can help you find?" She goes, "No. You know what? Actually, I need a pack of cigs and you got. I might be a little short on cash. You got an extra 20? Sorry, ma'am. I don't think I can give you any money on the register. Oh no. Do you have a 20? Yeah, sure. Timony pulls out $20 and hands it to her.
Wait.
Nope. There's two intervening parties immediately, I imagine.
Y'all, I can't believe you guys are raging demon. Yo,
Just fucking hand just lands on Tare's shoulder.
can I fucking help you?
You've been shaking people down and taking things since I got here. It's very rude.
This is some real middle school pageantry.
Well, middle school. Do something about it then.
Oh no.
Cut
As long as
Daisy
it's going to
drinking beer for a
interpose
little bit.
between her and Timony.
Oh,
I just got here. It seems awfully soon to commit violence.
We've broken this record way faster, though.
both of you make like perception checks for me. She
Like-
can, yeah, while she's talking. So you're gonna stand in my way until I give up? Is that what kind of fucking plan is that?
Well, I mean, you can give up, you can leave, you can conduct your business, and, or you can attack me and see how that goes.
She kind of smiles, her teeth kind of glint against the fluorescent lights. I think I'm gonna take you up on that offer, but later. You're right. I'll take my business fucking elsewhere. I don't need this store. Fuck Coles. Timony goes, "I'm very sorry about the my poor performance, ma'am. If there's anything that you need, you can always submit a report to corporate, and I will. They'll happily be read." She flicks Timony off and then walks out, and her goons do too. What'd you get on those perception rolls?
I got an 8.
8
12.
and a 12. Her goons never put back any of the stuff they grabbed. They just walked out with a bunch of merchandise.
Yeah.
Do we care? But we don't want Timony to get in trouble. How much crap did they get? Because it was it just ramen and
It was a bunch of food and stuff. They might have grabbed some other stuff. You notice the areas they were at. There's like big holes of stuff.
Victoria's not going to rat on people for stealing food, but
Yeah. If Mr. Cole wants to do something about it, that's his
Prerogative. Sure. Sorry, folks. Just a bit of customer turbulence. If there's anything else you need, happy to help.
Well, Timony, that tear is a jerk. That tear is a jerk.
She makes you want to cry. No.
Don't give her money or anything. Don't give her the time of day.
Okay. Can I take the clocks down? No, that's not what you meant. I won't. Am I being too nice to people?
I appreciate how nice you are to people.
Thanks.
It's very charming. And it's probably better to err on the side of being nice. So don't worry about overcorrecting.
But also don't worry about telling people to fuck right off.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Well, I don't know if... well, I suppose. You can use whatever language you deem necessary.
Use your Timonyisms or whatever, so long as you mean it.
Mm-hmm. Well...
Timony, don't forget, you're strong.
Well, everybody, it looks like it's just about closing time. So, if you have any further purchases to make, please do, and I'll help you ring them out. Otherwise, please have a good afternoon.
I think I'll probably hang around until you leave, just in case.
Understood. Okay. He'll at least ask you to wait outside.
I won't get in the way if anyone else comes in to buy anything. Are they strict about loitering?
When the store actually closes, because he has to do like closing duties and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, put the register in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are you open?
No.
I just need to get in real quick. Come on.
Yeah, I just need to buy one thing. Can I just come on?
We're all venting now.
So Timony, starts to close up.
There's no close sign up. You're ready to go.
Melanie, I should get back to my dorm. Thank you both. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
Bye, Victoria. Bye, Zelen.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too.
Afternoon, evening. Have a nice evening.
It's okay. She clinks off in the glass. There is a bit of silence before Drac finally does approach you. Hello. Would there's going to be meeting for club members of various clubs. Would one of you, or by either one of you, be interested in perhaps joining the collectible trading card club? Lots of fun opportunities for both memories and entertainment.
Oh, you mean like those little Pokemans?
Um,
You have
not-
crushed him to death.
It's not
One
something I've experienced, but I think perhaps Timony would be if you wanted to ask him once he's done closing.
uh, you hear the door unlock with a bell jingles. You guys have mollusk masters? What?
Well.
That's an 8-year-old game. What do you? I guess.
Oh,
I guess.
Timothy also crushed it.
I think we have some of the packs in the back. Well, guys, it's an afternoon now.
God.
I was really just trying to get, see if Thor was oh, we can't go.
Come
Show
on.
me the way.
Your world is our oyster.
His arms with him.
Oh God, Timony has an all red limpet deck. So
Not really my bag, but you boys have fun.
Oh,
there's did I say collectible trading? It's a global entertainment club. All sorts of fun entertainment from around the world.
I was kind of hoping to see if there's a club for art.
I mean, there is an art club for sure. In fact, some of our members at the global entertainment club are members of the art club. A lot of crossover. So
Oh, you can do both?
yes, you can.
I mean, I suppose I could give it a try.
Yes. And he looks back up towards you, Victoria.
I don't really do clubs, but I can hang out, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. Here's a flyer, and I filled out the majority of the application information.
Oh, dude,
bro.
my guy. Take your fishing line, and I'm gonna need you to reel it in a little.
You just gotta sign, and if you're interested, just turn those in. If you're not interested, that's also fine. We just we'll meet tomorrow after school, and at the student living quarters. One there's a little side room we can go to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you guys there. Kind of skitters off into the darkness. A lot of people entering the darkness this episode.
Yeah, the campus needs better lighting.
It's just
It's hazard.
very dark. Okay, one more thing before we stop over to Daisy. As you guys are hanging out waiting for Timony to get out of work, the like patter of shoes against the ground kind of approaches slowly. hi there, guys. It's a little late to be chilling out here by the corner store. Or did you guys need help finding anything on campus? Christopher Lark kind of emerges from the darkness.
Nope, trying to go back to the activity. I forgot something. Weird. I just need to get something real quick.
He's at the counter. He doesn't even hear you.
Come on, buddy.
We're just
The
waiting
door
for
locked.
Timony. He's our friend. He works here, and he's closing up.
No,
Is the door locked?
it is.
No.
Are you rattling it?
Yes.
Okay, Timothy will come over to check.
Hey, man, let me. I forgot something real quick. I just need to go in and get something real quick.
Oh, sure. That's no problem. I'll just.
Cool, great.
Oh, I'll tell Mr. Cole while you're in here. And
No, open the door, Timmy.
he opens the door.
She's just gonna squeak in as fast as possible. She's gonna sneak in under Timmy like a cat trying to get through a door as you open it.
That was Zelen, you were left alone. That was a lot. Sure. Well, hey, you were Zelen Mari, right? The mannequin. Yes, the mannequin.
Well, again, technically not fully accurate.
Are you not? Is that not the mannequin like chassis?
Well, yes, my body is, but I am not a mannequin.
Fair enough. I let's not get bogged down in technicalities.
It's just it's an important distinction. So
And understood. We'll keep that in mind. So hey, you did amazing at the egg hunt today. It's a good job.
thank you.
Actually, me and some of the other students were thinking about kind of pulling our points and splitting the prize at the end. That we kind of elect somebody to go in and we'll all vote on what we want to get. And you got the most points in the school right now. I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing that.
Right now, there's something very specific that I'm interested in, so I don't know if I could. I don't know, unfortunately, I don't think I can. I will either. No, I'm afraid I can't risk it not getting the votes.
Understand? Hey, I understand. I just wanted to float it by you. That girl you were with earlier, the one who had to run inside.
Yeah.
How do you know her?
Oh, she's my roommate.
Like, all the way from Harbor?
Yeah.
Wow, I had two of you. That's highly unlikely.
Joint scholarship program.
That kind of, working student, so I think where, how it is.
Daisy manifests.
I want to throttle
It's
this.
real technical. I won't bog you in the paperwork of it all, but that's why we're all from the same space.
Ah.
No.
But no, two of you from Harbor. That's truly staggering. Really surprising, honestly. But
It's a big town.
good for you. Yeah. No, I think that's incredible. Two people from Harbor getting into Kodo Academy. That's. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. It just color me as really amazed. You must be incredible.
I'm okay.
Don't sell yourself short. Harbor is frankly, I don't want to say backwards, but it is a city not known for its caliber of people.
Well, we stand up for ourselves out there.
You'll love to see it. Hey, somebody's got to stand up whenever there's wrong being done. Well, hey, I don't want to keep you. Just wanted to float the idea, and I hope you have a lovely second day.
Okay. He was like visible earlier as the president. And
Yes.
full name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did they say his full name?
They did.
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
I almost forgot. There like you won a bunch of points today, but just you want to be careful. There's lots of ways to lose points. If you get into a fight, they'll automatically deduct 30 points from your total.
even if you win.
If you just, even if you win, yeah, unfortunately.
Jesus Christ.
Unsanctioned fights are just not allowed.
Who sanctions the fights?
Teachers normally.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you just want to be careful with stuff that can lose you points.
Gotta book that match. Or there will be fines. There will be suspensions.
Indeed.
What else will lose you points?
Oh, there's a whole host of things that can lose you some points. There is tomfoolery, which is, pranks and stuff. There is just general rules infractions, so like incessant tardiness for classes, vandalization, things like that. But you can always earn some extra points too on the side by doing good deeds, being witnessed, being a exemplary student.
All right. I'll do my best.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm rooting for you, Miss Ellen.
Thank you. You have a good evening, Christopher.
You too. He walks away again, and as he does, he turns towards you, like he's walking under a streetlight, and then somebody runs by him and just throws tomato paste on him. Just like a big pot of it.
Well, that's rude.
He kind of like staggers up to his feet and turns to his left. He holds up 3 fingers, 3, 2, 1. A teacher rounds the corner, and he runs up to the teacher and begins discussing something. Inside the store. Victoria, what are you up to?
Victoria's in the dressing room.
Excuse me, miss.
Hey, what's up?
Our store is currently closed.
Yeah, sorry, I just needed in for a sec. I forgot my looks around and finds a discarded broken hanger. Yeah, got it.
Very good. Have a jolly old day.
Yeah, thanks. Peeks out of the dressing room.
No sign of Christopher at the door.
Okay. She's gonna drop the hanger back inside the dressing room and leave.
When you get to the door and open it, a large hand reaches from behind you and with a broken hanger. You forgot this one.
Right, thanks. Takes it.
It's yours, my friend.
Have a
I'm
jolly.
imagining like that smile that Samurai Jack gives to a
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
He disappears back into the darkness. Timony eventually gets let out. As you guys are about to head off, A teacher approaches the three of you. Excuse me. Did any of you see a student get tomato paste thrown on him?
That did seem to happen. The perpetrator escaped before I was able to pursue.
Right. And you didn't think to report that to faculty?
I couldn't leave yet. I was waiting for Timony.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a phone number? I just got here.
There is a phone number. It would have been in your
Could you-
packets. Oh, well, I'll of course write it down. But what's your name?
I'm Zelen Mari.
Good to know. And yours? Kimmy Brass. And yours, ma'am?
Tim.
Oh, was Ellen going to say something?
Oh, they were inside the store. They didn't witness it at all.
Understood. Well then, I'll just chalk this up to not knowing, but in the future, if you see something wrong happening, it's your duty to report it to faculty.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Now then, have a lovely night. I have to go to a staff meeting.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Their eyes narrow and they step away from you. Daisy.
Meh.
3 beers.
The teachers have actually left the campus. They're going into a nearby town. Daisy, I will give you the option here.
Mm.
The teachers have kind of all split up. There is a very high-end bar, there is a middling bar, and then there's a dive bar. Which one do you go to?
Oh boy. Which ending do I unlock? Which dress will Daisy end up with when she goes to the fucking golden saucer?
Listen, I can't tell you how to live your life, but the dive bar's got to be the good one.
Yeah, where's the Whelp reviews?
Reading them. The dive bar is called The Crash.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the only reviews that gets left repeatedly is namesake. That's all the review says.
That's weirdly terrifying.
So basically, people have sectioned off as a.
Yeah, they
I know Daisy was kind of trying to go with the flow, but clearly people have had their own intentions now
yeah. Once they got into town, everybody just kind of split up.
into their cliques.
I will say
Shit.
you saw Mr. Carlman go to the middling bar.
I'm gonna go to the dive.
All right.
Daisy had a brief moment of hesitation and now has to make a snap decision. She searched the dive one first, was very confused, and was just like,
Whatever.
and went to it.
You see a rustic, just biker bar. There's some good old home down country playing over the speaker system.
Just like home.
Some people are playing pool. There is a lady just actively on the bar, laying down, just getting beer poured in her mouth, and people are going 1, 2, 3, 4. They've reached 15 and she hasn't stopped.
Wow.
You see a couple of teachers here. The one that probably stands out the most is there's a teacher with the body of a peacock, the face of a horse, and human arms and hands.
No kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why they would stick out so much, but
They are probably the one that stands out the most.
are they grouped or is it?
Yeah, the teachers are mostly kind of sectioned off, but this peacock body is like kind of regaling them with the story, a tale of legend.
Well, all right, let's go hear Tale of Legends.
Yeah, it's the story of the god they pissed off to get the villain to the
You hear somebody go drunkenly, Androphus. Oh God, tell us about like what's like hell like.
Wow. All right.
It's interesting. You know, there's such things as places even demons don't go. I remember once when I traded a soul for a soul. I found myself in a black abyss of pure lust. It was a bacchanal of earthly delights. In every direction, something to touch. In every other direction, something touched you. Truly, it was a staggering 50 years.
I guess I know where to retire.
Oh, yes. We call it Ohio. There's no laughter. Everybody's just like, what is a bacchanal of earthly delights like?
They're contemplating. They're too busy in that right now.
Some teachers see you and they're like, oh, hey, Bunsen. Hello,
Yeah,
Mrs.
hi,
Bunsen.
Hello. Everything got kind of sectioned off, huh?
Oh, a bit, but welcome to Crash, where one outcome is prepared for the night.
This is the namesake.
You get it. You get it.
I think I'm starting to get it.
Oh, can I get you something to drink?
I have no idea. I feel like if I do, I won't get home.
Oh, nobody gets left behind. I'll make sure of that.
All right.
What's your poison?
Man, that's a good question.
Is it actual poison?
Yeah. What is Daisy's drink? I feel like okay. So far, we've established margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got a little.
occasionally just a big old thing of beer.
Mm.
I think, yeah, they're probably just cheap beer. At this place.
Yeah, who knows though? Maybe they got something crazy.
I got any specials?
Oh, you want something special?
Daisy
I have
drinks
no
it all,
idea.
dies.
God.
Just disintegrate.
Rodrigo, set her up with a skydive.
Oh no!
Daisy,
What am I doing?
the bar opens and the girl that was counting up, like she's at 45 now. She gets like shuffled off. Ladies and gentlemen, we
Yeah.
got a skydive here. I'm gonna be your captain,
Oh.
so everybody, let's get ready for a
Oh no!
wonderful experience.
Did not expect presentation.
Can my flight attendants bring our lucky passenger up to her seat? Daisy, it's three ladies in tube tops and mini skirts. They approach you and go,
Did they have the hats?
"Yes, of course they do. They're made of paper."
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's cheap.
Ma'am, if you could step right this way.
I did. Too late to get off this plane.
Right. So, all right, Coach, your captain speaking. So first, we're gonna start off with a little bit of this. Pours like a red liquid into a shot. Ooh, and what if we give it a little bit of pizzazz? A clear liquid gets poured shortly after. None of these are labeled.
Better not be.
And how about some color? Like a yellow liquid gets added later. It starts to layer on top. And finally, as we head right off into that sunset, we are gonna add our special touch. Um, the bartender snaps their fingers, a magic wand appears, and they swirl it over the glass, tap the glass. The liquid begins to rise out as if it were a fountain, but stops like frozen. All right. So, ma'am, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, you're going to dive out of this plane right on top of that liquor. You're going to have to get every bit of it on the way down. And should you succeed, the drink is entirely free. Daisy, give me a party girl check.
Whew.
God. I mean, that knowledge is for plants and potions.
It sure is.
And you know what? I don't really know how to properly defend this. If only to imply some form of history, not like an extreme history, but something in her past. Cute.
I understand what you're going for. Okay, I follow the logic. Interesting play.
I think if only to tap into a charisma that she might have had, maybe when she was younger.
Because I'm so into this train of thought, please add cute.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna not give myself the Woogle glass.
That's a good idea.
I won't get that +1 for the Woogle glass.
Hey, none of that would help you anyway. You can't.
How to do the dive?
You can't look this drink
How
up.
to crash?
All right, Daisy.
12 for the logistics of where the hell is happening right now.
So Daisy, you look at a amount of alcohol that is a little taller than you, so you have to do a hop. And you hop first, and you begin to go down towards the glass, kind of catching as much of the alcohol as you can in your mouth. You put your hands down to catch you, but the bartender says, "And let's cut on the afterburners." They switch their wand again, and then the alcohol shoots into your mouth, hitting the back of your throat.
Just rockets away like the fucking fire hose scene.
Fire Marshal Bell. Yeah, you get pushed back. Unfortunately, his 12 was not enough. So you get hooked. You hit the floor. You crash. And there's cheers from the
Oh,
audience.
that's what it was.
She says to the birds twittering around her head.
The peacock steps up to you and goes, "Wow. You know, most people don't even bother actually drinking that."
Oh, what? There was a choice.
You fully can just say no.
Oh,
I respect the shit out of you. I'm Androlphus. Nice to meet you.
Daisy Bunsen.
Oh,
I forget if we already were introduced.
we were not, but hey, Mrs. Bunsen, I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Can you help me up?
Oh yeah, it's plain. His human hands help you up.
Gonna have to work on getting past that one.
But hey, I saw you were out in the field in the mushrooms earlier today, right? That must have been exciting.
Oh, yeah. It was unexpected, but yeah, it was, kind of like old times in a weird way.
Oh, hey, I hope you're ready for the Spirit Week, because I don't know if
No,
anybody
probably not.
I don't know if anybody told you, but any teachers that have perfect marks from any of their students for their mock classes or test prep, they get 40 points towards the competition. So might be worth it.
Like if a student like gets a perfect grade.
Well, it's your
On
entire
a
body.
test?
If your entire body of students.
Well, that seems impossible.
You can.
Like bell curves exist for a reason.
I believe you can do it. Hey. Last year, Tamabako got it, so yeah, it's possible.
Oh, which one's that?
Tango Tamabako. She's a mermaid witch. I know she.
Oh yeah, no, I have met her once.
Was she also penguin?
She is penguin as well. Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes. So she's a bit competitive about it, but hey, maybe you got the chops.
We'll see. I couldn't even do the dive.
Well, hey, you're gonna go home, sleep it off. It should be fine. You want to be ready because the next challenge is gonna be a doozy.
Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah.
Do I get to know what it is?
Sure.
What is it?
It's Meteor Day.
What?
They're going to summon a meteor and drop it on the school.
What?
And the students are going to have to work together to stop it from striking the school.
What if they don't?
That has never happened before.
Okay. That seems really unnecessarily dangerous.
Oh, we believe in our students. We strive for excellence here.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay. Meteor. When is this happening?
It's going to be happening around 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Well, I teach first graders, so I don't know. I don't know how set I'm gonna be. I
Well,
don't think they even showed up yet.
we'll have to see. I'm pretty sure they'd be in the on the campus at least, or if not, with their parents in town.
Yeah, haven't run any official classes.
I look forward to hearing about your first one. I know the student council actually showed up to help you set up.
Yeah.
They
That
did.
kid seemed kind of weird.
Which one?
President.
Oh, Chris. Yes, he's a
Yeah,
busybody, but he means well.
okay. He just seemed kind of, I don't know,
You good, Bunsen? You're...
conniving. Sorry, I couldn't find the word.
Let's.
I don't know. He just he had shifty eyes or something. He's analyzing me.
Girl, that's racist.
Hey,
Sorry, I had to say that real quick. I'm out. I'm done.
not that kind of way.
Oh man.
I'm probably not racist.
I believe you. All right, but
No, I can't say it.
I got a mannequin friend. I'm not racist.
hey, Bunsen, maybe we should get you home, huh?
No, I'm good. What were we talking about? Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. Is he just kind of like that?
Not to my knowledge. He just seems kind of all right.
I just mean, does he kind of give off that vibe accidentally, or is he ever?
No, yeah, he's only ever been polite.
Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, maybe I was just stressed out.
Maybe, but hey, it's fine. Tomorrow should be easy.
Yeah.
You don't even have any students to worry about. I would maybe just relax and watch the fireworks.
Well, it's more fun when they're not on the ground. Yeah.
Daisy, as you are having this conversation, a metal claw kind of digs into the counter next to you.
Oh,
Are you the fucking new teacher?
I mean, so far, sorta. Yeah, yes.
I used to be the botany teacher around here.
Oh. Well, that's cool. We have a thing in common.
Yeah, except I'm now the mechanical studies teacher.
Oh, okay. Did you change fields?
No, I was asked to do it because I have robotic parts.
Ooh. I'm sorry. Just sounds like you don't like that.
No, I don't. Watch your back, Bunsen.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Just goes down to another side of the bar and sits and
I mean, look, I've been there.
awkwardly looks at you every once in a while. I think with that, with our last call, Daisy is enjoying a night out on the town with the teachers. Zell, Victoria, and Timony are heading back to the dorms
I'm
after
trying a different bar next time.
an exciting day. And tomorrow,
Bitter rivals.
tomorrow, a meteor arrives.
Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm not gonna remember this.
It could be great. But for now, thank you all for joining us for another episode of Tales of Harbor. It has been a fun one, I feel. In addition, we hope you're looking forward to the rest of the holidays. It's that time of year. Go hang out with your loved ones. Find something precious with those around you.
Oh wow, you did a variation.
I did. Oh, did you need me to lead you in properly?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for coming as always, and we hope you found something precious.
Chikai. The Crash. As reviewed. As per my review.
I'll give it to you. That's all right. See you next time, everybody. We're gonna be doing on a little longer break because of the holidays, but we should be back not long after the beginning of January. Keep tabs of the Harbor Twitter for news on that, and we'll see you all later.
Good night, folks.